Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to act as if and receive your manifestations so much faster. This is definitely one of the most powerful techniques when it comes to manifesting, especially if you want to manifest something really quickly. And guys, we're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers on this channel, so if you're new, make sure that you subscribe. And if you like this kind of content, make sure that you hit the like button so that I know to make more videos like this for you. So let's talk about why this is one of the most powerful ways to attract or to manifest what you desire really quickly. Now, whenever you want something or you want to manifest something, it's most likely something that you feel like you don't already have in your life, right? Let's say you want to be a life coach, for example. Well, instead of just going out there and just doing it and just life coaching and getting, I don't really know if you need certification to become a life coach, but instead of just going out there and reaching out to people and getting your business started, you might have a lot of doubts, right? You might be like, oh, but I don't have any experience as a life coach. Like, who's gonna want advice from me? Or you might think, oh, I'm not like a successful person, not successful enough to be someone else's life coach. Or you might think, oh, I'm too young, like no one's gonna trust me because they're gonna feel like I don't have enough life experience to like give them advice about their own life. So instead of going out there and just like doing what you want and being what you want and acting as if you are a life coach, instead of doing that, you might just like have all of these fears and doubts and all of these like reasons why you can't go out and do it. And that's really just kind of the story that you're telling yourself. So instead of being a life coach, you would just be like, oh no, that's not who I am. That's not like my story. And for example, if you just work like a 9-to-5 job instead of being a life coach, let's say, then your story might be, oh, like I'm not good enough to go out and be a life coach, or I'm not successful enough, or I'm not rich enough. People aren't going to trust me. I don't have any experience. So instead of being a life coach, which is what I want to do, which is what I'm passionate about, and what will like make me happy and make me feel fulfilled, instead of that, I just can't. I can only be like this normal person who just works a 9-to-5 job because that's like my life and that's my story. And whenever you tell yourself these narratives over and over again, these stories over and over again, in a way, it's your mind's way of like kind of protecting you, because your ego just wants everything to stay the same. It wants you to be safe. It doesn't want like change. It doesn't want risk. It just wants everything to be normal, right? And then going out and doing something like that, pursuing your dream, that can be uncomfortable in many ways, because it might be really scary to just go out and start a business venture like that. You might get rejected, you might fail. So in a way, your ego is like trying to protect you from all of these things, and it'll tell you things like, oh, like you need to do X, Y, and Z first before you can even begin to do that. But really, all of that is just like an excuse, right? You're just rationalizing why you're not doing something, why you're not going after what you truly want and going after your real passion in life. And while the ego might think that that's going to keep you safe because it's going to keep you like in your comfort zone, within your comfort zone, and nothing bad will happen to you, it's also not going to be able to give you the kind of fulfillment and the kind of satisfaction that would come with doing what you're passionate about and living your dream life or doing your dream job. Like if you're passionate about helping people, but you're just like working in a 9-to-5 where you don't feel like you're helping people at all, then really you're wasting a lot of your own potential. And there's this idea in the book The Alchemist where it's like when you're not pursuing your passion, you're not only robbing yourself of joy and happiness, but you're also robbing the world of all of the good things that you could be contributing to the world. So think about it in that way. Basically, you would be better off, and basically the whole world would be better off if you were living your true passion, if you were chasing your true passion and doing what you really love. And so that's why acting as if is the most powerful way to manifest what you desire really quickly. So instead of letting all of these fears and doubts and these stories get in the way, what you would actually do is just act as if you are already a life coach. You would reach out to people, potential clients, and start giving them advice. And if along the way you find that people are like, oh, well, you're not like certified to be a life coach. Let's say that's something that comes up while you're out there acting as if and doing what you want and doing what you're passionate about, then you can get your life coach certification if that's even a thing. Or let's say people start to say, oh, well, you don't have that many experience, you haven't helped that many people. Let's say that that actually happens when you go out there and start helping people. Well, what you're doing is you're actually getting the experience that you would need in order to become a life coach. And once you do this for a little bit, it's crazy how fast what you want will come to you when you actually start doing what you would do if you had the thing that you want. You know, we always think that, well, once I'm a life coach, then I will live the life of a life coach and I will have that experience. But it doesn't work that way. You actually have to go out there and start being a life coach, and then it'll come to you. People will start to trust you because you'll gain experience, you'll gain your certifications, whatever it is that you need. So it's weird because you have to be what you want to be first before you actually get the thing that you want, which seems really counterintuitive. We always think that like we have to be a life coach first and then we will live the life of a life coach, but it just doesn't work that way. So really think about who you would be if you had all of the things that you wanted, if you had what you wanted to manifest. What would your life look like? What would your day-to-day look like? When you wake up in the morning, like how would you feel? What would you see? And what would you do throughout the day when you have what you want? Because when you start living that lifestyle and giving in to the lifestyle, you're basically aligning yourself with your manifestation. And because of that, it's going to come to you so much faster. Because essentially, you're going to be vibrating at the same frequency as the thing that you want. And because of that, you're going to attract it to yourself so much faster. It's kind of like if you wanted to be an artist, right? Then what you would have to do is start making art pieces every single day. And then eventually you would start selling them. And then after some time goes by, then you would have the experience to create better pieces and maybe sell more of them. And then you would find success in that sense. It's not like if you wanted to be a famous, successful artist that you would have to wait until you were a famous, successful artist to start creating art. It doesn't work that way. You have to first start creating art and start doing what a successful, famous artist would do in order to get there. And one of the personal stories that I can give is actually about my second YouTube channel. Some of you might not know this, but this was actually my first YouTube channel, and I kind of left it to start like a second one. And that second one wasn't really doing that well for a really, really long time. And the reason was because I didn't truly give into the lifestyle of a YouTuber. Like, I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I didn't want to spend all this time and energy making videos. I didn't want to live the lifestyle that I felt like I needed to live in order to be a YouTuber. And because of that, it was extremely difficult for that other channel to grow. And I can remember the exact moment when I like made a decision, when I decided that I was gonna give in to the lifestyle and that I was going to live and act as if I was a YouTuber. And then my actions started to align with that. You know, I would think like, well, if this is what I want, if I want to be, you know, on YouTube, if I want to make YouTube videos for a living, then what would I do? And then from there, it's so crazy because in a year, like I had gained like way more subscribers than I had ever in like the whole lifetime of the channel. And I actually got monetized and I made like way more money on that second channel than I ever have. And it can boil down to like a second when I decided that I was gonna give in, that I was gonna live that lifestyle. Because what I was doing before is I wanted it, but I would only put in like a little bit of effort. And I didn't want to like change anything about my life. I wanted my life to stay exactly the same, but then I also wanted to be a YouTuber. And it just didn't work that way. You have to give in to the lifestyle. You have to give in to the thing that you want. Because if you don't, you're really just blocking your own manifestation by not living as if or not being as if. I don't know if I'm explaining this properly. I feel like sometimes I have a hard time expressing what I want to say, but I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. And yeah, that's it for today's little video. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you next time. Bye!